Hey everybody, this is Avish Parashar from BeFunnyAsASpeaker.com, and this is another video on stuff you can watch to be funnier. Point being that it's not enough to just learn the techniques of humor, learn how to write jokes, and add humor to your stories. If you really want to be funny as a speaker, you want to build a humor foundation, and one way you do that is by exposing yourself to more and more funny stuff. It kind of makes you naturally funny by surrounding yourself by humor, as opposed to being very serious all the time and then suddenly saying, "Today I'm going to be funny." So one way to do that is to watch lots of TV shows, movies, read books, magazines, visit websites that are funny. So I like to highlight them in these videos. So today I'm going to highlight what is one of probably my top 2 favorite funny shows, and that is The Office. I fell in love with this show a few years ago. I didn't start watching it from the very beginning. A few friends told me about it, and actually I started because in season 2 there's a whole improv comedy episode which is really funny. It's probably hilarious if you've never done improv, but if you've ever been to an improv workshop or class or in a group, that season 2 episode is hilarious. You have to watch that one. But this is season 1 DVD. You can watch The Office pretty much from wherever, but I would start with season 1, get the whole continuity there. And it's just very funny, and it's if you've never heard of this, which I don't know how you couldn't have heard of this, but in The Office, it's set documentary style in an office, and it's very traditional. And what it does is it plays off of a lot of stereotypes and absurdity that goes on in traditional corporate America. And this is actually based on a BBC TV show called The Office, which I have yet to actually see the BBC version. And I know people think I'm crazy. Everyone says that the BBC version is better. I haven't watched yet, but it is on my Netflix queue. I'll get around to it soon. That'll be for my humor foundation. But if you're in the U.S., you may want to start with the U.S. version. Depends on how dry and scathing your humor is. I understand the U.K. version is a little bit harsher. But there's some really cool things you can learn. Just in general, you'll laugh more at this. But if you want to learn some stuff while watching it, pay attention. They do a couple of things really well. The one I want to mention is, especially in season 1 and earlier seasons, they understand this concept of holding out the moment and commitment. I've written about this before. So, for example, the premise of the show is Steve Carell, the main character here, is the main character. He's the manager. Incompetent manager. And especially in the early seasons, they'll have these moments that are almost uncomfortable for the audience to watch, where he'll do something or say something, and he'll have no clue what he's doing, but he'll just keep at it. And for example, in one episode, he's supposed to redo the healthcare in the office, and at the end of the day, he says a big announcement, but he doesn't know what to say because he didn't do anything. And so he just stands there silent, and everyone's staring at him. And what they do is they let this moment just hang and draw it out. And what's so powerful about that is it's such a great comedic technique that is so challenging to do. To just stand there in silence and draw out a moment. It's really, really powerful, but really hard. If you've ever been on stage, you get nervous, especially in silence. So you immediately finish a joke or say something funny, and then you want to move on to the next line because it's like you can't let that silence hang there. So The Office is a great example of how to just milk the moment. Now, they do it and make you uncomfortable a little bit, which is hilarious. But just by watching, you can see with Steve Carell stuff how the power of just pausing and letting a moment hang longer. And start incorporating that into your speaking, where you can let the moments hang longer to a point where you're milking more humor out of a single line. Whenever I do this, I'm always, even though I teach this, I still surprise myself by how many additional laughs I can get by doing nothing but pausing and just letting the moment hang. It's a really weird technique. So that's one thing you can learn from watching The Office. Also, just the timing is great. Some of the wit they have, some of the wordplay. It's just a great show. Watch it for yourself. It's very funny. It's one of my favorite comedies. And next time I'll probably talk about what my other favorite comedy currently is. But go check out The Office. You can get this on Netflix. The season 1 DVD is only 6 episodes. So it's like, I don't know, $10, $15. You can check that out. And the best thing about the DVDs is they have deleted scenes, which for a half-hour episode, which is 22 minutes of actual footage, the deleted scenes are oftentimes 5 to 10 minutes long. And it's not that they're bad. It's just there's so much footage they shoot. They have all this great stuff. So the deleted scenes are absolutely worth watching as well. So take a look at The Office. Build your humor foundation. And, hopefully you'll be funny as a speaker too. Thanks.